Hello friends, today we will discuss about failure mode and effect analysis. So it is called as FMEA. What is FMEA? So what does this F, M, E and A stands for? F stands for failure, M stands for mode, E stands for effect, A stands for analysis. That is called as failure mode and effect analysis. What do you mean by failure? So failure, it is a loss of a function under stated condition. It is a given condition. What do you mean by failure mode? The way in which the components, subassembly, product, input or process could fail to perform its intended function. So intended function in term it means what is the function it is said to be done. For example, a mobile phone is supposed to communicate between two persons. So if it fails to do that, it is a failure mode. What is effect analysis? So effect analysis is studying the consequences of various failure modes to determine the severity to the customer. So there are many failure modes. So based on the failure mode, we can identify how severe the failure is. So whether the failure can be able to tolerate or it cannot be tolerated. That is the severity level. So what is FMEA? It is step-by-step approach for identifying all possible failures in a design, a manufacturing or a product or service. So the best example for FMEA will be crash test. You know, when a car is being manufactured, a new model is being manufactured, it is to be sent to the crash test. So crash test is a form of destructive testing, okay, which is supposed to do to identify the safe design standard of a car. So it will be done before the car reaches the customer. So they will be analyzing with all the necessary equipments and identifying whether the car is safe or not. For example, if you are going to travel a speed of 100 kilometer per hour and you are supposed to face an accident, so how the car will behave? Okay, what is the what all things will failure? So they will test before the car is being shipped to the customer. So that is testing the car based on what will be happen in the future. So that is called as failure mode effect analysis. So why FMEA? Why FMEA is required? So it is a methodology that facilitates process improvement, improve internal and external customer satisfaction. So it focuses on prevention. Okay, that is a prevention better than cure. So it is like what we are going to do before itself. So we are not going to analyze after something has happened. So we are going to create the situation before it happens and we are going to find what will be the consequences if it happens. Okay, so that's what FMEA says, to identify and eliminate concerns early in the development of process or design. So this can be done in each and every stage. Either it can be done in the process stage or design stage. Okay, so FMEA should be done in all the stages. So there may be a design failure. So you have to do FMEA after the design is completed. And if you found the failure mode, okay, what are the failures can happen? So based on the severity, it can be identified. So what are the different types of FMEA? So first is design FMEA, process FMEA, system FMEA, service FMEA and software FMEA. So design FMEA focuses on components and subsystem. Process FMEA focuses on manufacturing process and assembly process. System FMEA focus on global system functions. Service FMEA focus on service function. Software FMEA focus on software functions. So what is the impact of FMEA? You can bring a changeover. Okay, you can bring a changeover to whole process or everything. The FMEA form. So the FMEA form is being used in many industries, those who are following FMEA. So this is called as the FMEA chart, where the first three columns will be identifying the failure modes and their effect. So failure mode is nothing but what are the possible things that can cause failure and what are the effects. If they fail, what are their effects? What is the impact of that failure? So this is called a severity. Severity is nothing but what is the serious level of the failure, whether it is tolerable or not tolerable. So the next three columns will be saying about identifying the causes of the failure mode and controls. For any failure mode, there will be a causes. So the cause is nothing but how it has happened, why it has happened, what is the major impact for that. So it is called as causes. So we'll be analyzing the causes for the problem. So the occurrence is nothing but how many times, there is a frequency of times the problem is being occurred. So then detection, what do you mean by detection? Detection is nothing but we have to find what the problem is, okay, what is the reason for the problem, and then you have to provide a solution. So detecting the problem is very important, and then we have to provide a solution for the problem. So based on severity level, occurrence and detection, we will be calculating the RPN. RPN is nothing but risk priority number. So for any problem, there will be a risk priority number. That is whether the problem is very serious or it's not very serious, whether it is tolerable or not tolerable. So this will be calculated using RPN. So the next remaining columns will be saying about the determine and access actions. Okay, what are the action plans to be done to solve that problem? Okay, what are the action plans taken to solve that problem? So this is about the FMEA chart. Who uses FMEA? FMEA is being used by engineers worldwide. Okay, there is the engineers working in nuclear power plant, aerospace, chemical process industries, automotive industries, healthcare industries, etc. The main goal of FMEA is to prevent accidents from occurring. That is like prevention is better than cure. FMEA, it is a team tool. Yes, it's a team tool. So you cannot do FMEA on your own as an individual. It is a team tool. You want help from everyone. That is everyone who is working a project, okay, or everyone from your team. You want everyone to support to perform FMEA. So it is a team approach. FMEA can be successfully approached with the help of following team. So following team: the design engineer, the process engineer, material supplier, operator, suppliers, customers, etc. So FMEA procedure, how to do FMEA, how to perform FMEA in industry. So if you own a company, how to do FMEA? First, you have to determine the failure mode for each process input. For each failure mode, you have to determine the effects. What is the effect for the particular failure? Select a severity level. Okay, severity level means what is the seriousness level for that problem. Identify potential causes of each failure mode. So what is the cause for the failure? So there will be a cause for each and every failure. Suppose if you imagine that you are going in a bike, and if you face any accident, the major cause will be over speeding or drink and drive. Okay, so likewise there will be a problem, there will be a causes for each and every problem. So you have to identify the causes properly. Then select the occurrence level. Occurrence level means how many times, frequency that a problem is being repeated. So list the current controls for each case. Okay, so what is my control? You have to identify the control plan. Okay, what is the control action you are going to take? Then calculate the risk priority number, that is called as RPN. RPN is nothing but severity into occurrence into reduction. So develop a recommended action. So you will be doing many actions. From that, develop recommended action which is being satisfying all the conditions. So assign the predicted severity, occurrence and detection levels and compare RPN. So as we said, RPN is nothing but severity into occurrence into detection. So 1000 is the maximum level for RPN number and 75 is considered okay. So severity is nothing but importance of the effects on customer requirements. So based on serious level, we can identify the severity. What do you mean by occurrence? Frequency with which a given cause can occur and create failure mode. Detection, the ability of the current control scheme to detect and then prevent a given cause. First we need to detect the problem, and then we have to provide a solution to prevent that problem. So what do you mean by risk priority number? It is nothing but first we have to, there are 4 steps. Okay, first we have to detect a failure mode. Okay, what is the reason for the failure? Okay, what is the part is being caused for failure? Then we have to identify the severity level, that is the seriousness level, and then we have to identify the probability number, occurrence, frequency of time which the problem is being occurred, and then detection, identify the detection, how it is happened. Okay, so identify detection plan and then provide a proper solution. So that is our risk priority number. So next, what are the benefits of FMEA? So you are working in any industry. Okay, what are the benefits of FMEA? It enhances design and manufacturing efficiencies, minimize exposure to product failures, improve bottom line results, add to customer satisfaction, reliability also improve. Thank you.